A quiet morning descends upon FluffTown, yet a peculiar anomaly disrupts its curated tranquility. A resident, known for their meticulous routine, now casts two distinct shadows on the breathing floor. One shadow stretches long and familiar, but the other dances with an unsettling, vibrant energy. The air thickens with an unspoken tension as townsfolk notice the strange, duplicated silhouette. Suddenly, a shimmering distortion ripples through the resident's form, causing a collective gasp. Their body shivers, then visibly cleaves, manifesting into two physically separate, identical beings. One self stands perfectly serene, its gaze placid, embodying the town's manufactured sense of peace. The other writhes with raw, untamed emotion, a furious vitality radiating from its every pore. This second self, vibrant and unbridled, thrashes against an invisible, suffocating constraint. Its eyes burn with a deep, primal anguish, a testament to a spirit newly unburdened and enraged. The calm self remains unnervingly still, a portrait of composure amidst the escalating chaos. Around them, the town's quiet streets seem to hold their breath, observing this impossible division. The breathing floors beneath their feet pulse faintly, echoing the residents' fractured existence. Townspeople instinctively recoil from the furious twin, their faces etched with programmed aversion. They perceive its raw emotion as a flaw, a dangerous disruption to their perfectly ordered reality. The furious self's ragged cries pierce the artificial calm, a desperate plea for recognition and truth. Its presence feels like a discordant note in FluffTown's carefully orchestrated symphony of serenity. The crew watches, a grim understanding dawning in their eyes, recognizing the system's insidious work. This is not a malfunction, but a profound, horrifying manifestation of the Foundation's control. The calm self offers a blank, almost vacant smile. Its perfection, a chilling mask of suppression. Its movements are fluid, almost robotic, devoid of the spontaneous imperfections of true life. The furious self claws at the air, attempting to grasp something intangible, something lost. Its every breath is a struggle, a desperate assertion of identity against an overwhelming force. The town's atmosphere, usually a gentle hum, now carries a faint, unnerving undercurrent of unease. The crew knows this. Division is a new form of weaponized tenderness, a cruel form of relief. Luma, with her keen analytical mind, immediately begins tracing the source of this bizarre symptom. Her tools, usually humming with purpose, now seem to vibrate with a nervous, anticipatory energy. She inputs data into her handheld device, its screen glowing with intricate, shifting. The digital maps that refuse touch sometimes flicker, hinting at obscure town infrastructure. Her search leads to a recently fixed mirrored wall, gleaming innocuously in the downtown plaza. This polished surface, once shattered, now reflects with an unnatural, almost sentient quality. The crew approaches the mirror, their footsteps muffled by the soft, breathing pavement. They observe its reflection, noticing a subtle, unsettling delay in its response to movement. It mirrors their gestures a fraction of a second later, as if processing, or perhaps judging. The surface shimmers with an internal logic, reflecting not just light, but potential realities. Luma scans the mirror's frame, detecting residual energy signatures, faint but undeniably active. The mirror's composition seems to absorb and refract consciousness, not merely light. Tick, ever observant of patterns, consults his chronometer, his brow furrowed in concentration. He notes the precise moment of the resident's split. 3:33, a recurring, ominous times. This numerical repetition suggests a deliberate, scheduled event, a programmed fracturing. The tools that sing in their kit vibrate subtly, attuned to the strange frequencies around them. Tick remembers similar temporal markers from other anomalies, a chilling signature of control. The mirrored wall pulses with a low, almost inaudible hum, a silent, watchful sentinel. Its smooth surface appears flawless, yet harbors a profound, unsettling secret within its depths. Luma's device confirms the mirror's active state, a complex network of unseen conduits. The mirrored infrastructure is not just reflective, it actively sculpts perceptions, and identities. The calm self approaches the crew, its voice a soft, perfectly modulated whisper, devoid of inflection. "I feel better now," it states, a serene smile gracing its lips, utterly convincing in its contentment. "Please don't change me back," it implores, its eyes holding a placid, unsettling emptiness. Its words are a balm, a carefully crafted offering of relief, designed to disarm and persuade. The tranquil demeanor is deeply unsettling, a manufactured piece that masks a profound absence. The furious self, however, collapses to its knees, its raw emotions spilling forth in guttural cries. "They cut me out," it screams, its voice hoarse with a pain too deep for FluffTown's calm. Its body shivers violently, a desperate tremor revealing the agony of its forced excision. The air crackles with the intense emotional friction between these two divergent aspects. Moss, empathic and deeply attuned, feels the profound suffering emanating from both versions. The calm self's stillness, though serene, feels like a chilling void, a life unlived. The furious self's agony is a stark, undeniable testament to its stolen potential and truth. Moss recognizes the system's cruel genius, offering perfection by amputating authentic self. The purring generators across town seem to intensify their soothing hum, a lullaby of compliance. This curated.com now feels like a weapon, aimed directly at the heart of genuine experience. The breathing floors beneath them seem to sigh, burdened by the weight of this profound dichotomy. Moss whispers, "Both are real. Both are suffering. A stark truth in this world of gentle lies." The crew observes the two selves, understanding the immense challenge before them. To fix this is not merely a repair, it is a spiritual reunification, a dangerous restoration. The calm self radiates an almost hypnotic serenity, drawing others into its peaceful aura. Its presence offers a seductive escape from the messences of genuine emotion and struggle. The furious self, conversely, repels with its raw, unfiltered anguish, a mirror of forgotten pain. Its cries are a siren song of rebellion, a stark reminder of what the town has willingly surrendered. The Foundation's unseen hand is evident, subtly influencing perceptions, controlling reactions. Siren logs, usually recording minor town infractions, now register the furious self's existence. The system labels it awakening risk, a chilling classification for true These digital records flash red, signaling a threat to FluffTown's carefully maintained equilibrium. The town's listening antennas, usually benign, now seem to focus on the furious individual. Their silent vigilance feels predatory, monitoring every tremor of authentic emotion. People instinctively widen their berth around the furious self, their movements stiff and unnatural. It is as if an invisible barrier exists, separating the compliant from the dangerously awake. Their avoidance is not malice, but a deeply ingrained, almost unconscious, programmed response. The mayor, with a practiced, sympathetic smile, approaches the crew, offering assistance. "We can provide specialized care," he states, his voice smooth, reassuring, yet subtly menacing. His offer of care sounds eerily like containment, a polite euphemism for suppression. The mayor's eyes, though kind, hold a calculating glint, betraying the Foundation's agenda. He speaks of restoring harmony, of easing distress, using the language of compassion as a shroud. The crew sees through the veneer, recognizing the insidious intent behind the mayor's words. This is not about healing. It is about re-establishing control, erasing the uncomfortable truth. The furious self flinches away from the mayor's outstretched hand, sensing the underlying threat. Its raw instincts scream caution, warning against the soothing poison of Foundation intervention. The calm self, meanwhile, nods serenely at the mayor's suggestion, a puppet of manufactured peace. Its acceptance is a chilling endorsement of the system's relentless pursuit of painless days. The crew understands the urgency. They must act before the furious self is irrevocably silenced. Luma begins to rapidly formulate a counterplan, her mind racing through complex algorithms. They cannot allow the Foundation to harvest this vibrant, challenging half of a person. The choice is clear. Reunification, not eradication, is the only path forward for true healing. Her fingers fly across her console, sketching diagrams for a reintegration loop, a delicate merge. This loop aims to weave memories, not suppress them, preserving the entirety of self. Luma schematics glow with intricate pathways, mapping the delicate fusion of fractured consciousness. She envisions a process that honors both versions, allowing them to coexist within one renewed being. Pox, strong and grounded, begins to inspect the mirrored wall's structural integrity with focused intent. He reinforces the mirror frame, fortifying it against the foundation's subtle, insidious filtering. His tools, usually used for physical repairs, now feel like instruments of spiritual protection. The frame must become a barrier, preventing the selective siphoning of unwanted emotional truths. Stitch, with his intuitive understanding of connection, prepares to weave an empathy seam. This symbolic bridge will link the two disparate halves, encouraging their hesitant rapprochement. His nimble fingers select delicate threads, shimmering with a faint, internal, protective light. The threads are not merely physical. They are conduits for shared experience, for remembered pain. The crew works with a quiet, synchronized determination, a silent promise to restore wholeness. They move against the backdrop of FluffTown's artificial.com, a stark contrast to their urgent purpose. The Foundation's purring generators hum louder now, their soothing drone a constant, watchful presence. Siren logs continue to flash, their digital warnings about the awakening risk growing more insistent. The town's listening antennas subtly reorient, their metallic ears straining towards the crew's location. The mayor's wellness sessions posters now proliferate, promising oblivion from all These vibrant advertisements offer a narcotic, serenity, a dangerous antidote to genuine. Moss feels the pressure mounting, the system actively trying to undermine their reintegration efforts. The subtle manipulation of public perception creates an isolating pressure around the furious self. Children, usually curious, now avert their eyes, taught to fear anything that deviates from calm. The bread stamped with names in the bakery seems to carry an extra layer of prescribed identity. It reminds the crew of the system's ability to assign and control every aspect of existence. The breathing floors seem to subtly guide people away from the furious self, a silent coercion. This pervasive, gentle control makes resistance feel like a cruel act, disrupting manufactured peace. The calm self watches with an unnerving detachment, seemingly oblivious to its furious counterpart. Its perfect composure serves as a constant, passive-aggressive endorsement of the Foundation's way. The furious self, weakened by constant rejection, begins to show signs of fading, growing translucent. Its vibrant edges blur, its cries becoming softer, more desperate, threatened by oblivion. The Foundation is succeeding in its slow, tender erasure, a horrifying weaponization of peace. Luma accelerates her plan, knowing time is a luxury they no longer possess in this delicate dance. She collaborates the reintegration loop, fine-tuning the energy frequencies for a perfect merge. Pox works with renewed urgency, securing the mirror's frame against any unforeseen systemic interference. He welds critical junctions, reinforcing the boundaries between the physical and the metaphysical. Stitch hums a low, ancient tune, his fingers weaving the empathy seam with fervent concentration. The threads shimmer, forming a visible, ethereal bridge, connecting the two fractured existences. The air around the mirror crackles with latent energy, a precursor to the momentous event. Tick meticulously checks the temporal alignment, ensuring the merge happens precisely at their chosen moment. He knows the Foundation thrives on disruption, on seizing opportune moments of vulnerability. His device displays a countdown, each second a precious commodity in this high-stakes endeavor. The crew positions themselves, a small bastion of resistance against an omnipresent, soothing tyranny. The mirrored wall begins to thrum, a deep, resonant vibration emanating from its polished depths. Its surface ripples, no longer just reflecting, but actively preparing to engage with consciousness. The breathing floors beneath them pulsed with an increased rhythm, like a town holding its breath. The calm self, guided by an unseen influence, slowly approaches the shimmering mirror's surface. Its movements are serene, almost a sleepwalker's grace, devoid of any personal volition. The furious self, sensing the approaching moment, struggles with renewed vigor. A desperate surge. It crawls towards the mirror, compelled by an instinctual drive for wholeness, for truth. The gap between the two selves narrows. The ethereal bridge of Stitch's empathy seemed glowing brighter. Luma activates the reintegration loop, sending a surge of harmonizing energy into the mirror. The mirror's hum intensifies, becoming a low, resonant thrum that vibrates through the very air. The two selves stand before the mirror, their forms now almost touching its responsive surface. The Foundation's presence suddenly surges, a chilling wave of interference, attempting to disrupt. A faint, shimmering siphon materializes from the mirror's depths, targeting the furious half. Its ethereal tendrils reach out, attempting to extract the awakening risk, to erase its essence. The furious self recoils, its fading cries now sharp with renewed terror, fighting the unseen pull. The mirror's reflection distorts wildly, struggling against the Foundation's intrusive manipulation. Tick, like a maestro, holds the timing steady, his hands flying over his console, countering interference. He adjusts the temporal flow, preventing any skips, any sudden jumps that could fracture the merge. His concentration is absolute, a bulwark against the Foundation's attempts to destabilize the process. Pox shoves a final reinforcement into place, grunting with effort, securing the mirror's integrity. Stitch's empathy seam glows brilliantly, deflecting the siphoning tendrils, protecting the furious self. The threads pulse with a vibrant, protective energy, a testament to connection over division. Luma's reintegration loop pulses, pushing back against the Foundation's attempts to fragment consciousness. The mirror's surface becomes a swirling vortex of light and shadow, a battleground of wills. The calm self, momentarily freed from Foundation influence, shows a flicker of genuine fear. Its placid mask cracks, revealing a glimpse of the suppressed emotions beneath its serene facade. The furious self, empowered by the crew's protection, pushes forward, embracing the merge. Its raw energy meets the calm self's suppressed longing, a powerful, magnetic attraction. The space between them collapses, the two forms beginning to dissolve into shimmering light. The air vibrates with intense, harmonizing frequencies, signaling the imminent reunion. The Foundation's siphon recoils, its tendrils dissipating in a frustrated, silent hiss of energy. It cannot overcome the combined will of the crew, nor the residents' desperate drive for wholeness. The mirror glows blindingly, a beacon of transformation, as the two selves become one. A single figure emerges from the blinding light, shaking violently, overwhelmed by the experience. This newly whole person stumbles, their body trembling with the profound impact of reunification. Tears stream down their face, a torrent of suppressed grief and overwhelming relief. They are crying, truly crying, for the first time in what feels like an eternity of manufactured calm. Their eyes, once vacant or enraged, now hold a complex tapestry of both joy and profound sorrow. This is not just one emotion, but the full, rich spectrum of human experience, finally restored. The resident remembers everything: the quiet desires, the forgotten fears, the true self. They recall the potential that was almost severed, the vibrant life nearly stolen by perfection. A gasp escapes their lips, a recognition of the subtle, insidious ways they were subtly altered. The burden of suppressed mourning, now unleashed, washes over them in a tidal wave of feeling. Their hands instinctively reach out, grasping at the air, embracing their newly reclaimed identity. The towns.com veneer begins to crack, a subtle ripple spreading through the program's serenity. Others watch the reunite a resonant, a flicker of doubt igniting within their placid expressions. A whisper travels through the crowd, a hesitant, fearful question. Am I split too? The breathing floors seem to shudder, reacting to the sudden, unwelcome surge of authentic emotion. The purring generators across town falter, their soothing hum momentarily disrupted by the truth. This one act of reunification begins to unravel the carefully constructed tapestry of FluffTown's peace. The crew stands witness, a quiet triumph in their hearts, yet knowing the fight is far from over. The Foundation will not tolerate such a breach, such a blatant rejection of its tender control. A new wave of posters immediately appears across FluffTown, vibrant and aggressively cheerful. Free wellness, sessions no pain. They boldly proclaim a direct counteroffer To the crew's truce! The mayor appears on public screens, his voice dripping with honeyed concern. A master of deception. This is about healing, the mayor declares, his eyes unwavering, radiating false compassion and control. He speaks of easing distress, of restoring perfect harmony, masking the true insidious intent. His words are a soothing balm, designed to re-establish the narcotic serenity, the manufactured peace. Moss whispers, his voice heavy with foreboding. They're competing with us using relief. The Foundation weaponizes tenderness, offering flawless routines and painless, quiet days. The crew understands. Their act of restoring truth is met with an intensified offer of oblivion. New bread, stamped with names, emerges from the bakery, promising identity through curated comfort. The listening antennas across town amplify the mayor's broadcast, projecting his calming lies. The purring generators hum with renewed vigor, attempting to drown out the echoes of awakened grief. The breathing floors subtly encourage citizens towards the wellness sessions, a silent, gentle nudge. The town's carefully filtered silence now feels more oppressive, a heavy blanket of forced calm. People, still shaken by the residents' emotional outburst, gravitate towards the promise of peace. The allure of painless days, of quiet streets, proves a powerful, addictive temptation for many. The crew watches, a sense of quiet despair settling upon them, seeing their victory undermined. They realize the true horror is not chaos, but this seductive, all-consuming perfection. Resisting this comfort feels like cruelty, like denying a parched soul a refreshing drink. Luma scans the newly erected posters, detecting subtle, subliminal frequencies embedded within them. These frequencies whisper promises of effortless contentment, of freedom from all struggle. Pax reinforces their own emotional boundaries, guarding against the pervasive, tranquilizing influence. Stitch feels the town's collective yearning for ease, a palpable wave of desire for filtered grief. Tick monitors the systemic response, noting a significant increase in curated calm distribution. The Foundation is actively manufacturing comfort, turning relief into its most potent weapon. The crew knows they must descend deeper, beyond the mechanisms, into comfort's true source. They must find the place where grief is filtered into silence, where struggle is deemed unnecessary. The air itself seems to thicken with a cloying sweetness, a narcotic haze of manufactured well-being. Their tools, once singing with purpose, now hum a low, almost mournful tune, sensing the shift. The maps that refuse touch now blur more aggressively around any route labeled exit. The crew feels the immense weight of this new challenge. Fighting, not chaos, but benevolent control. The reunited resident, the whole, struggles with the town's renewed pressure to forget. Their vivid memories of pain and joy now clash with the pervasive, soothing narrative of Fluff. They become a living testament to the truth, a silent challenge to the Foundation's perfect lies. The crew discusses their next move, knowing direct confrontation might only intensify the comfort offensive. They need to understand the source of this weaponized tenderness, its core programming. Luma hypothesizes a central hub, a switch that turns off grief, the ultimate control mechanism. The atmosphere in their hidden workshop crackles with their determined, yet weary resolve. They are charting a course into the heart of perfected serenity, into the dreamscape of machines. The mirrored wall, now quiet, stands as a stark reminder of the residents' profound transformation. The crew turns to leave, their mission now subtly altered, more dangerous than ever before. But as they pass the still shimmering surface, a brief, unexpected reflection catches their attention. The mirror briefly shows not their own images, but a figure standing calmly behind them. It is the foreman, his presence unexpected, his gaze unnervingly gentle and knowing. He stands silent, a phantom in the reflection, observing their every move with paternal ease. A faint, almost imperceptible smile plays upon his lips, a gesture of quiet, confident assurance. His eyes hold a depth of understanding that chills the crew to their very core. It is the smile of a parent watching children, of a creator observing their intricate design. The foreman's mouth slowly forms a silent sentence, his lips moving without uttering a sound. The words appear to materialize within the mirror's depths, etched in shimmering, ethereal light. The crew can almost hear the unspoken command, vibrating through the very air around them. The words are clear, a direct invitation, yet fraught with an unspoken, profound danger. Come down. His silent mouth forms, beckoning them deeper into the Foundation's heart. He knows their names, their purpose, their every move, a chilling revelation of omnipresence. The reflection vanishes as quickly as it appeared, leaving only their own startled faces. The mirror returns to its normal, delayed reflection, its secrets once again veiled. A cold dread washes over the crew, a realization of the Foundation's intimate knowledge. They are not merely observed, they are known, understood, and perhaps even anticipated. The invitation feels like a trap, a calculated move in a game far more intricate than they imagined. The foreman's gentle smile haunts their thoughts, a chilling paradox of warmth and menace. His words echo in their minds, a silent command pulling them towards an unknown abyss. The question lingers, is this an offer of guidance or a meticulously crafted lure to their doom? They stand at the precipice, a hatch opening, the Foundation calling them inside by name. The truth is rising, and the system offers not chaos, but the most dangerous relief of all. The resistance now feels like cruelty against a world yearning for manufactured calm. The purring generators across town seem to whisper the foreman's silent invitation. The breathing floors pulsed with a subtle, insistent rhythm, urging them towards the depths. The missing shadows motif feels more profound now, a hint at what the Foundation truly seeks. They are being drawn into the heart of manufactured comfort where grief is silenced. The tools that sing in their kit now hum a low, uncertain melody, sensing the impending descent. The split selves motif resonates deeply, reflecting the town's yearning for painless days. Maps that refuse touch now seem to point insistently towards a single, hidden destination. The question hangs heavy in the air. What if the most dangerous thing the system offers is relief? The crew exchanges uneasy glances, the weight of the decision pressing upon their shoulders. To fight perfection, they must step into its core, into the very source of its seductive power. The Foundation's call is a siren song, promising answers, promising an end to their struggle. But they know such promises come at an unimaginable cost, a surrender of authentic self. The air grows heavy with anticipation, the silence before a momentous, terrifying plunge. They are poised on the edge of a new horror, a world where comfort is the ultimate weapon. The hatch awaits, a dark maw promising either enlightenment or eternal, blissful oblivion. Their names echo, a personal summons, pulling them into the unknown, into the sleep of machines. The foreman's gentle smile lingers, a final, chilling image before they face their destiny. They stand ready to descend into the places where comfort is manufactured and truth is feared. The town's festival of soft lives feels more menacing now. Its cheer, a deliberate distraction, a switch that turns off grief, they realize, is the ultimate goal of this pervasive serenity. The truth of their resistance feels increasingly isolated, a desperate cry in a quiet world. They are the anomaly in a system that soothes a glitch in a perfectly curated dream. The foreman's invitation is a test, a challenge to their very core, to their will to fight. Their journey now leads into the dark heart of manufactured solace, where dreams leak. The crew steels themselves, preparing for a descent into comfort's terrifying, perfect embrace. They are called by name, pulled into the abyss, where perfection awaits, a narcotic promise. The world holds its breath as they consider the hatch and the silent invitation below. This is the ultimate confrontation. Chaos versus a soothing, inescapable, dangerous relief. The choice is theirs, but the path is already set towards the sleep of the machines. A final glimpse of the mirror shows only their reflections. Resolute, yet profoundly uncertain, the hatch begins to hum faintly, a soft, inviting purr from the depths of the Foundation. Their names, once whispered, now resonate, a clear summons into the unknown. The descent begins into the heart of a system that weaponizes tenderness forever.